What's good, fight fans? It's Ashley's Corner. Shout out to the LDBC. I'm going to start today, this Monday, fight week. I'll let everybody know it's fight week, ladies and gentlemen. This is the end of November. Saturday is December 1st. And this is fight week. This is Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. But I'm going to talk about the fights that's going to be, I believe, on pay-per-view. That's how ESPN, their scheduled fight date, that's how they put it on there. That Showtime's going to have a number of fights on pay-per-view and a number of fights off of pay-per-view. To my understanding, I will put it up on the screen in due time of what I've seen. But Showtime, besides the Fury and Wilder fight, I will make a separate video about that. These are the other. Now, this Saturday night on December 1st, on the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury pay-per-view, I will have the fights up on the screen. There's hella fights going on this Saturday. There's some fights going on this Friday if you're interested. It's going to be a lot of Australian fighters. I'm sorry, but you really don't have no excuse not to watch some good boxing this Saturday. Even if you did broke and you're not going to pay for the pay-per-views, there's still fights going on. I'm gonna start with the pay-per-view and what's on, what fights you can look for before the main event with Wilder versus Fury. Jarrett Hurd is going to be fighting Jason Wellborn for a 12-round fight for Hurd's IBF and WBA title at junior middleweight. And that fight's going to be, to me, it's going to be an easy win for Jarrett Halloween Hurd. Shout out to the DMV. I'm myself from Maryland, born and raised, so I will be watching this fight. I will be rooting on my man Jarrett Hurd. And then you have Luis King Kong Ortiz is fighting Travis Kaufman for a 10-round heavyweight fight. And, King Kong, I watch his fights. I'm a big fan of Luis Ortiz. He gave my man Deontay Wilder a great fight. And the answer, it was answered if Deontay Wilder is a little soft around the whiskers. And he's definitely not, by taking Luis Ortiz's hardest punches. And I think this is going to be another knockout win for Luis Ortiz. We have another heavyweight fight, and Joe Joyce is fighting Joe Hanks. It's a 10-round heavyweight fight. And I haven't seen Joe Joyce fight, so I will tune into that fight. And then you got Cesar Chavez Jr. This is a super middleweight fight. And, I don't care about seeing him fight. It was really disappointing watching him fight against Canelo. It was very hard to watch. It's like he didn't throw any punches, and it's like he lost the fight before he stepped in the ring. But if you want to see it, that it will be part of the undercard on pay-per-view. And just like I said, it's written out like all of these are the fights that's on pay-per-view, so that's how I'm going to say it. If some of these fights aren't on pay-per-view and they are for free, then, I'm just going by what ESPN is saying. But carrying on, down at the strawweight, there's a vacant IBF title for 12 rounds, of course, that's going to take place as well. And you got another heavyweight fight with Chris Arreola is fighting some guy named Smith. And Robert Guerrero has came out from retirement to fight some no-name named Adam Mate. Good day, mate. Now, Adam Mate, Robert Guerrero is fighting this 27-year-old badass. Adam Bad Boy Mate is what his name is. The boy is 28-12. That's his record, with 21 KOs, and has been KO'd 9 times. And most of his losses and wins are in the beginning of the fight. First round, second round, third round. Some of his fights has went the distance, but majority of them is, quick, is a very quick fight, And this bad boy, you could tell that he comes straight forward and he slugs it out. He swings it out. He's either going to KO you or he's going to get KO'd in the beginning of the fight. You know what I'm saying? So I see why you can't find no information about this fight. You can't find a picture of their face off or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like Robert Guerrero kind of didn't want nobody to know. He didn't want to be asked no serious, no dumbass questions before this fight took place. It seems like, bruh, because damn, it's like you really can't find evidence of the fight happening until you pull up like Box Rec. You know what I'm saying? But if anybody don't remember, Robert Guerrero has fought in a lot of fights, a lot of names. He's fought Floyd Mayweather and lost, of course. But he fought Danny Garcia and lost. He fought a few fighters. You know what I'm saying? Few good names. One of them names was his last fight before this fight coming up was Omar Figueroa. And I knew after I watched that fight, I don't know why I didn't say it physically, just come out and say it in my video. I don't even know if I made a video after they fought, but I knew Omar Figueroa had retired Robert Guerrero, and that's what he did after the fight, is retire. And now he's back to fight Adam Bad Boy Mate. But moving on, Marcelos Wilder is fighting David Demore for a 4-round fight in the cruiserweight division. For you guys who don't know, Marcelos Wilder is Deontay Wilder's little brother, and yes, he is on Deontay Wilder versus Fury undercard. Congratulations to Marcelos Wilder for this opportunity to show and showcase his skills on this platform that's going to be huge this Saturday. We have a couple more fights. We have a featherweight fight, 8-round featherweight fight, 8-round junior flyweight fight, and Anthony Yarde is a light heavyweight fighter. I think it's going to be for 8 or 9 rounds this fight, and his who he's fighting, his opponent is still TBA, to be announced. He was a late comer on this undercard. I think they said that he was going to fight on this undercard like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. It wasn't. He hasn't had enough time to pick a great opponent, so I really don't know what type of opponent he's going to have. And according to his trainer, it's really hard for him to get fights. Like, no, everybody backs out of fighting him. Nobody really wants to fight him. I know a couple of people that's been calling him out, but we'll see who comes to fight the beast from the East. I fucks with Anthony Yarde. If you follow my channel, I follow Anthony Yarde. So, moving right along, I think that's the last fight that was on the pay-per-view. And this right here, Quebec City, this is the other Showtime card of featuring Adonis Stevenson fighting a guy whose name I don't wish to destroy. But, of course, that's a 12-round fight for his WBC light heavyweight title. And you have a female fight for IBF junior middleweight title, and there's a few more fights on this card as well. Like, Showtime is doing this thing this week, and yeah, even Facebook, Facebook is showing 10 fights for free on Facebook. All right, and in Washington D.C., they are having 10 fights as well. So, I mean, there's really no reason for you to catch a fight, nice fight, to watch this weekend. And just like I said on Friday, there's some fights as well. But this Saturday, man, this is fight night for all the fight fans, for all the real true boxing fans. This is a night to look forward to. I know everybody has been waiting for December 1st to come, and I'm no exception. I'm just letting you guys know of what's to come as far as Showtime and on Saturday night. And I will make an additional video, like I said, about Wilder versus Fury. and I will make my predictions for these fights throughout the week. But it's just a lot to talk about. But I'm most definitely gonna get to it. Always like and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to the LDBC. Holla.